And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and we look different for a moment there. Whoops. Hope your morning is going well as we start this. 65 as we start the day out. We're going to get to a high of about 90 degrees. We'll look at radar in a little bit, let you know where everything is stirring. We got some special guests around the corner we'll introduce you to. All right, I'm trying to think of something because this is relatable. There was a movie I saw a few years ago. It was pretty good. The guy that was on Friends, Odie, Chandler, what was his real name?
Matthew Perry.
Okay, Matthew Perry. Do you remember the movie that he was in where him and his wife are having troubles and he wakes up and he's back in high school again? He gets a second chance. He goes back like he's 20 years younger. And he gets a second chance.
I remember something about that.
And there's been several movies, I guess, to where you get to go back in time and you get to go to high school. Well, there's one old boy in Nebraska that took it literally. He was 27 and decided that he would just go ahead and make up some fake papers. And he did so, made him a birth certificate, some transfer papers, and went on back to high school. Stayed there for about 6 months till a parent got suspicious.
Started doing some searching.
Rump row, he's going to spend the next 85 years in jail.
Wow.
He took it a little too far as he started dating people that were underage.
Well, now that just might cause an issue.
I mean, seriously, 27 years old.
Why you want to go back to high school this day and time? I mean, when I was in high school, we didn't have cameras with us everywhere.
Oh,
thank goodness.
Boy, everything is a little different now. Lancaster County is where it all happened in Nebraska. And again, I don't know much about it other than there's a link in Nebraska. I haven't spent much time in Nebraska. Which one is a salt state? Which one of those states is that? Is that it?
No, it's not a Nebraska. It's
what are they known for in Nebraska?
Corn.
Corn? Okay. Nebraska corn then.
I think.
I don't know. I'm leaning on Odie over here.
I think it's corn. Yeah. I'm like you, man. 85 years. Yeah. Well, I tell you what.
Because
I don't have a problem with you going back to school if that's what you want to. Utah's got the salt. But now you are using that for your sexual advantage.
That's
with
what he
these
done.
Kids. 85 might not just be long enough.
Oh, he had pictures and the list goes on and on what he done with that. You know, I've even heard of parents trying to blend in to check on their kids, and you've heard of that before, but this was a serious violation of what he done. And I'm not going to go into all because it's disgusting.
Yeah, I didn't think about University of Nebraska as the Cornhuskers. But yeah.
You want me to be honest about it?
You didn't know that Nebraska had a Cornhusker?
I'd never heard of them. Do they have a football team?
Well, that's their football team.
Oh, I thought that was their basketball team. But it just doesn't sound like real cool. Here come the Cornhuskers. It doesn't have that
There's a lot of teams out there that really just don't have an oomph.
Like, Mississippi State. I know it's coming. I got picked on the other day. So bad wearing my Mississippi State umbrella in the rain.
Y'all let the dogs out and then didn't even let them come back home.
Do we even?
Y'all don't even have dogs.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what the coach's name is. They changed so much up there. Do we even have a coach this year?
He hadn't gone.
Has he showed
up?
You remember the unknown comic? It's the unknown coach with the bag over his head.
He got a couple of holes. Kind of like being an Aints fan back in the day.
If you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at anything.
It's probably Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss. Yeah, he's got some hotty toddy over here. We got any Alabama people in the room here? No Alabama.
State all the way. I don't care. Loyal fan.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I got 99% of all my shirts are Mississippi State. And I reached in the closet the other day, and I was somewhere, and somebody said something about Alabama. I thought, why are you bringing up Alabama? And I looked down, and I walked by a window and it had an A on the shirt. I went, oh, I don't know where that come from.
See, you are smart. You did learn something in school. You went to Alabama and picked another team.
I did.
Here we go. Where is the Delta State Fighting Okra? All right, let me tell you.
Hell State. We're still getting those Hell States. Even though it's bad,
babe.
we stick together.
Poor Carl. He says Roll Tide.
There's a lot of that. Y'all, seriously, there's a lot of Roll Tides out there.
It's because they can't spell elephant.
They'll come after you.
Oh, baby's not watching.
Yeah, that's right. Your wife is a huge Roll Tide fan, isn't she?
Yeah, boy.
Is it after? I guess, and correct me if I'm wrong. In the area, your biggest two would be Mississippi State, Alabama, followed by LSU, and then maybe Auburn, or is it Auburn over
Let's throw
LSU?
some up our Rebels up in the joint.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Let's forget them.
Oh, there's Chris saying good morning. I saw him yesterday, went out to Simmons Wrecker, and he was there. And Chris, it was good to sit and talk to you. They watch us every morning. And,
They War Eagle, or what are they?
No, they're all smart enough to be Ole Miss.
Did you
Only Greg is a War Eagle.
Is he War Eagle?
Yeah.
He's never brought it up to me. Oh, I didn't know that. Go
I'd keep that down too. Well, Chris said he's a dog.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Win or lose.
Even Shirley's hotty toddy. See, you do hang around smart people.
Well, Shirley, because it was a party capital of the world, she don't even remember going to college.
Oh, Miss is struggling.
There's a lot of people that graduate from Ole Miss that aren't even aware that they were in college.
Well, that's true. That's true.
There's some other college out west that's trying to take that title of
California, isn't it?
somewhere in California being the drunkest. And y'all know that. I ain't telling you something you don't know. Party, 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 party. Anyway.
Oh, man, Susan from Stumpy Point, North Carolina,
What's she
joining
doing?
us in.
I hope everything's good on there.
Yeah.
We have a Missouri guy that also is headed to death row as we look at this. Goes back to the 90s. He tried to claim that he didn't do it. We've got 4 to 5 people that say, yes, he did. He sold me the computer from the death. Fingerprints are there. He's still proving innocent. They're sending him on. It will be coming soon.
So you're convicted, and they pretty much have you dead to right.
Yeah, the
In
evidence.
1998, and you got sentenced to death,
There's a lot of cases like that, Odie.
and you're still hanging around?
Yep. It isn't like the old Clint Eastwood westerns to where they handled it the day of.
Well, I mean, look at the money. We're in bad shape, and we're going under, and our...
Speaking of, have you seen this? Do y'all remember what happened? Was it Kentucky? Yeah, the Kentucky shooting on the highway, the guy that was shooting at cars. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, kind of like what we had in Philadelphia.
Yeah, real similar to it. Well, they had this huge manhunt. It took a couple of YouTubers, I think, to solve this. Are you up to date on this?
I know they found his body.
Yeah, they've went out and they started scouring the countryside and they found a body. Now I don't think they've 100% said it's him, but I think everybody and their cousin are going, yeah, that's him. They just hadn't officially said it. But how many times are these things are changing, like these unsolved deaths, to where there's a group that goes out and searches rivers for cars, and they have solved so many murders, and it's a good thing. It really is. It took. A lot of times law enforcement doesn't have the manpower, I guess you could say, to comb these areas, and this group did. And congrats to them. I'm glad that mystery is solved. Why he done this, we do not know there. One of those mysteries that we hope to find out there. Now, I don't know, and let me be honest about this before I get into this story. I don't know how much to put behind it to go form an opinion. Is it yes or no? But there's a lot of talk of about 20 to 25 people that got sick from a Trump rally. And they're saying, the latest one, and they're trying to say, was it some type of chemical? We don't know if this is just coincidental, and it could be. We just wanted to put that out there. And it could, again, we don't know the facts on all this. It's early talks of it. So we'll wait and see if anything more comes of that, any news of that comes out.
Well, when your vice president says, we've got to kill Trump, we've got to shoot Trump, when members of your Congress are saying, you've got to take him out,
Just not good stuff.
No, but those are our good side. So we're not going to say anything to them. There's nothing to it. Let somebody else say anything near the fact of taking somebody out and see what happens. But they can do it free and clear. And look at what's happening to Trump.
We hope all that straightens out. John Lennon, I didn't even know that he had a son. Did y'all? You did?
Yeah.
2 sons? Okay.
I knew he had one.
I can't listen to John Lennon music, number one. It didn't appeal to me. But there's a lot of talk about Taylor Swift and who she's endorsing. And John Lennon's son has said 2 things. And one part of it kind of makes sense. I think most people can. Let me read a quote from him. Remember when Trump was getting on Taylor Swift? And he said if he'd have just said things a little bit differently, he said he wouldn't have offended everybody. And he goes, I think this is the way he should have said it. As you remember, he got mad at her, and as we see him sometimes do, he says a presidential should have been gracious on criticism. He might have said something like, she is a brilliant young lady. I have a lot of respect for her and what she's accomplished. I don't believe she knows reality in the party that she's endorsing. I hope her fans are able to make their own minds up and understand the big difference between talent and music and understanding politics or economics. That was real presidential sounding. And then the next day he goes, wait a minute. I did listen to one of Taylor Swift's songs, and it wasn't all that good. But that would have probably been the thing to have said. But Trump didn't do that. He sometimes. Well, yeah, you know how people say you think out loud.
Yeah.
I think Trump does a lot of that.
Well, I'm not electing an English teacher. I'm not electing a poet. I'm electing somebody who can get our country back in line. Who believes in God, who's going to do the right thing, who's going to bring industry back. And there's only one person that's on the ticket that I believe that can do that.
But you also have to remember, and a lot of people think that, but it's America. You've got a right to vote for whoever it is you think. We are down to 2 now.
I'm going to elect a felon, or I'm going to try to. I'm gonna give it.
That ain't even worth replying to.
No,
there.
It ain't.
But 7:12 as we begin this day. Scotty Ray and Odie, we do hope your morning is going well. The main thing that we're saying is vote. It's coming up November. Make sure to vote. That's what's important.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinara Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Here we are.
We're back. We're looking down there. A big event coming to Meridian as we get ready. I think this is going to be the 28th. Am I right? Am I right on that? Let me turn our camera around to everybody and take a look at y'all. Look at there.
Here we are.
Now, what event have y'all got? Give us a little background with this.
I can give the background. I'll let
Get that mic just a little bit
I'll
closer.
give the
There we
background
go.
and let Brandy take over from there.
All right. What do we got?
This is called the Lean on Me Jubilee. It came about probably 10 years ago. I lost my son to suicide, and just was, after about a few years, I wanted to kind of be able to talk about it and help other families that are going through the same thing that my husband and I were going through. We did a little small event. We did Lean on Me for the words and Lean on Me.
Yeah.
If you think about the words, it really goes with, you've got to lean on someone sometime.
And I believe most people would be really shocked as to how often this happens, because it doesn't make the news. It's one of those things that is, for the most part, kept quiet when something like this happens. And it's more of it happens than we know.
Yes, I mean, the statistics say that it'll give you an amount, but we're looking at probably 3 times that in the state of Mississippi, because most of them are not reported as a suicide for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
So mostly it's not socially accepted. You know, you kind of just have an obituary and know only maybe the family, and you just don't talk about it. So and even before, when you have the thoughts of the suicide. So this had come about. I saw something from Stronger Together posted on MCC Billboard and called Mike Couch. Mike Couch had the same dream that we wanted to bring something to the community. Yeah, he's great. He helps with the veterans.
Does an awful lot with the veterans.
Yes.
And the suicide of the veterans is something that he's been trying to get awareness of out there.
He is. He lost someone pretty close to him, in the youngest member of his group, or when they came back from where, I don't know where they were, but at that point he really started trying to seek help for these families and these military personnel, even law personnel, everyone that had ideations. So that this event had come about so that we could bring more focus to suicide in our community, and to help people. And everything that's doing is a nonprofit. We have a lot of mental health people on board. Mm-hmm. Probably 10, I think 10 to 12 that have really come about. When Mike and I first met, the first person I went to was Brandy. We worked together, and she's been with me through this whole journey with my son, and knew my son and the people I work with.
Right.
They're my Lean on Me folks. The co-workers.
When does the event happen? Is it Saturday night? Next Saturday?
I'll let her tell.
Saturday, September 28th, 9 to 2. We have lots of vendors coming. We have the nonprofits will be there to share their information, and if you need help to talk to anybody, they're available. We have food vendors. We have a lot of kids entertainment, petting zoo, face painting, and we have a lot of local talent that will be there. Jax Moore, Emily White, Grayson Culpepper.
A lot of great talent there.
Yes.
So the entertainment begins at 9 that morning? Is that how it begins?
Right. We're also from 9 to 10. We're doing sensory friendly, like low music, just sensory friendly for those children with that kind of abilities.
It's we're kind of partnering a little bit with the Spot. I don't know if you're familiar, and the Spot helps children that are have sensory issues, whether it be autism or, just things of that nature. And we'll have a shuttle to help people get back and forth. Penny Kemp, who is very involved in the suicide.
Correct.
And she has helped get the Max and taken over that part of it. The city of Meridian, Craig Hitt's been he's been phenomenal.
Where's this going to take place at?
It will start at the Max and go all the way down to the Railroad Museum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that whole block there on Front Street?
It will be blocked for this event. So it's more, and there'll be mimes there. There's a mime group. I didn't find out about that yet till yesterday.
They're kind of silent.
Yeah. And then we'll have a Humvee, I believe, it's coming for the kids from the base. We have a exotic petting zoo with lemurs and what other little monkeys, I'm not sure, but
all kind of little animals.
Yeah, little animals, and a regular petting zoo.
Well, and again, this starts at 9 a.m. on September the 28th, downtown Meridian. And how many different organizations will the proceeds from this benefit? How many different, say 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe more?
Tell them which ones.
I really don't know for sure the correct amount. We have the CPC, Stronger Together,
Several of our organizations, though,
several.
Hope Village.
Hope Village, yes.
Now,
I'm
we're
thinking
here to
around
help
10.
raise money. Sheriff Ward Calhoun is going to be in a dunking booth.
He is, and so will Drew. And I'm kind of working on you also.
Well, if my wife says we're in town, I
Okay.
will be in the dunking booth too.
We still have to get a couple of more people. Maybe after this show, we can get some volunteers.
If we get it real shallow, we can talk Scotty Ray into getting it.
it'd have to be ankle deep.
I said I would get you a plastic hat, cowboy hat to wear. So.
I can get him some scuba.
A man has got to know his limitations in life. Well, I know mine.
A life jacket, plastic hat, you got it, man.
Again, thank y'all for coming in this morning and letting us know about this. Give us the dates and times again and a number to call if they want to help out with the event.
September 28th. It's at the Max downtown, 9 to 2. And a good phone number, Rhonda?
What? I don't have her number. Kayla is the good number to call, or either Mike Couch.
Okay.
You can. Do you have it on your phone?
I do not.
All right.
Okay,
We'll work
well,
on that.
we
Mike.
can push
Maybe
that
Mike
out.
Couch was Stronger Together. I did not.
You just
bring
find
it.
that on Facebook, Stronger Together.
Yeah.
Well, also, and you can go. We do have a Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
the first annual Lean on Me Jubilee, and we do have QR codes where if you want to volunteer, you just go to that QR code and it signs you up immediately.
Will do. Well, thank you,
Good
ladies,
deal.
for coming in and visiting with us this morning. Appreciate it so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Coming up, we're going to tell you about the big fire last night. Tom Bailey, boy, it was bright out there. You could almost like a
Special
flash.
way to roast a hot dog.
It was. We'll tell you about it next here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Here at Meridian Cycles, we're your local authorized dealer for all your Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, and Suzuki side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and motorcycles. And we service everything we sell. And for you do-it-yourselfers, we have a very knowledgeable parts department to help you with all your needs. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North right here in Meridian, or call at 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And as we mentioned, a fire last night. Russell Volunteer Fire Department and many other departments joined in at a fire at a concession stand at the old Tom Bailey Lake there, Rainbow Lake area there. Look at this, Odie, as we pull these pictures up from last night. This was a fire. There's absolutely nothing left of the concession stand. Total loss at this point. We don't know what caused the fire or how it went about, but that was the scene there as firefighters arrived on scene. Again, a total loss. No injuries were reported, but it took a few minutes for everybody to get that fire out.
Yeah, that was that was a big fire. We want to push this out real quick. Chuck sent that the other day. I saw a comment and I forgot to write it down, and I apologize, Chuck. But Anthem Edition will be at Broadmoor Baptist Church tonight on Highway 39 North, starting at 7 p.m. So great music, ministry. That is an awesome place to be with some awesome
And we'll
music.
share that in a little bit. I've got the post to share so everybody can kind of know when and what.
Yeah, 7 p.m. tonight. So go ahead and set your clocks to be there for that.
We had an accident last night, County Road 350, Odie, sort of near the intersection of 514. It was the 4,000 block to where a head-on collision happened. And when you think head-on collision, you think, oh, my goodness, this is going to be horrible, horrible. It was bad enough, but fortunately, it was no major injuries as we look at this happened last night there. Two cars struck head-on there. I want to say one of the ladies may have been pregnant with this, but in the end, everything's going to be okay. So we're glad that ended that way last night.
God is good.
We had another major accident. Let me go over here to where this is that happened in Clark County last night. And this family is going to need prayers. This was near Pachuta. Is where this would happen. As we look at this, Odie.
That is tough. That was something to have to get her out. Those teams came together. All emergency responders over in Clark County did an amazing job. Teamwork, working together to safely get her out of that vehicle. She's got a very long road ahead of her.
And if you'll look at that is horrific, that tree, what it done to this pickup truck.
Yeah.
And as we see here, a flight was called in. It had to land in the middle of the highway to pick her up to transport to Jackson. I spoke to some people at the hospital last night. Prayers go out to them, and here's a different angle of the vehicle as it left that roadway and went into that tree. Horrific accident there. A big thank you to all those who showed up to help out with that accident, though. But it did block traffic for quite a while there as emergency officials were on scene. You just never know what's going to happen when you leave home in a day's time.
You don't. And you see these volunteers that are out working every day. Tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate what they do because they are keeping people safe around the country.
Now, the next thing that happened when we originally found out there had been a death, we didn't know exactly how it had happened. But this was Morton is where this incident would happen. At first, we thought the person had been struck. And Odie, what happened as we look at this I-20, this would be in Morton. The police department would show up, and it was a guy that was checking his load, an 18-wheeler that hauls car hauler, if you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Apparently was on the top checking the straps. He slipped, most likely, and fell and was pronounced deceased at the scene. Hit his head is what happened. He did have a passenger with him that was asleep inside the rig. Had no idea all of that had transpired until police arrived on scene.
Tough. That is tough.
Oh, we don't know the name of the victim, where they were from, but still, what a tragedy for something like this to happen in our community. Near I-20 there is where all that happened in Morton, Mississippi. If you were wondering what all of that was about, because I got a lot of calls on it yesterday of what's going on in Morton, and that was the situation that we had. So we send condolences to family members on that. There's no words for it, is it?
No, it's not.
And we've had
prayers for that family.
Now that we say that, we've had I think someone slipped yesterday also at Clarko. We had someone fall off a roof this week. They're banged up, rusty, and then we have this happen.
And it can happen to anybody. He's used to roofs. He's used to trees, and it just happened.
Split second.
Yeah.
Sawdust, I think, is what got him underneath his shoes. Was on a roof, and it took his feet out from under him. And as we say this, we know that there's a lot of people that decorate for Halloween, and there are going to be some of you that start early for Christmas. Be careful, careful on them ladders.
Ooh, it's something. Somebody brought up cheese with the Shriners, and they just sold out not too long ago. They do that once. Golly, at the cheese that they buy. But we work close with the Shriners, so I'll find out when their next cheese delivery will be. But now that is something they push out every year, and that is some good cheese.
You're right, they do.
Yeah. Oh, I like the Sharp.
On a national Sharp. I just call it hoop cheese. You know what they call hoop? I don't know how you got that name. But you can take that and a jar of Miracle Whip, make a meal out of it. I love cheese. Oh.
Now, do you remember the recipe that Anthony Chancellor came out for cheese toast? And it got put in a cookbook.
Anthony's?
Yes.
What did Anthony have
He said, maybe it was a grilled cheese that he put out. He said, you take your toast and you put it in the toaster, and when it comes out, you stick your cheese in it, stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds, you pull it out, and you eat a grilled cheese.
How about just say, Mallory, get me a cheese sandwich?
Mallory told him to get his own.
I'm just saying. Would it have been simpler? Oh, have mercy. As we look at odd things that are going on over the United States, This caught my attention that it doesn't exist, and there's people out there that have this mentality. They come up with what they thought was their own disease, and after scientists looked at this, there's no such thing. But yes, a British school child is going to be allowed to identify as a wolf because they think they have a disease that is turning them into a wolf.
Oh, they got a disease, okay.
But the sad part is the school system in Britain said it's okay to identify as that. Again, it's all about who you vote for in life. Make sure you understand that they're on the same wavelength as you. Whatever you are is what you are. You can dream, as Elvis, I can dream. Y'all remember that? You can dream, but that don't make it reality. Reality is sometimes sets in hard, don't it, Odie?
How's that safe space working out for you?
Just a couple of small thoughts
Oh,
there.
man.
Up in Neshoba County, they're wanting your help. They're looking for someone. Well, let's show a picture as we go there. I want to say this is...
Tyrekus Lathamas Hunter.
Yes, sir, read what Odie said. He's wanted. He's 35 years old, a black male wanted on a parole violation. If you happen to see him at the convenience store, call 911, or you can call the Crime Stoppers there of East Mississippi, and they'll come a-running. Can't have parole breakees. They'll get that fixed in quite a hurry. Again, that's the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department, due north of here. Can't miss them there. Eric Clark.
Good people.
You see him riding around.
He arrested you, didn't he?
He did. You see the video of that? He was trying to do that Johnny Paycheck song, and he just clamped him tighter.
Yeah, don't move.
Till that metal bit into my wrist. Took my belt down my shoes. And a profile of my face.
And said, walk this way, son.
Always fun working with the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department. Enjoy that. We've got a lot more local events that have gone on. Don't miss out on this stuff. We're going to fill you in. And also, I want to mention this. There was an alert put out of 2 missing children yesterday from the Mississippi Highway Patrol. They have been found. That is the good news on that.
Yeah.
So it's always great to end a story with someone has been found. Love that to death. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go rushing off nowhere.
Here at Meridian Cycles, we're your local authorized...
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, makes a difference.
Hey, this is Greg, and everybody knows I love to eat good food. So when you're out and about, come on down to Long's Fish Camp. Been here for over 50 years serving some of the South's best fried fish, hush puppies, shrimp, and hey, don't forget the coleslaw. Probably the best anywhere in the world. Excellent food, excellent service. Drive on down to Enterprise, Mississippi, and enjoy your food from Long's. Remember, at Long's, everybody's family.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. Scotty Ray along with Odie. Today's Thursday, right?
It is Thursday. We're on Friday Eve.
September the 19th. The month is... October is so close to us.
Oh, man. Come on. That's my cruise month.
Are you going on a cruise? Yeah. When are you going?
End of October.
You full week or a couple days?
A full week.
Wow. We may never see Odie again.
Yeah, we're going to be in Progresso on Halloween.
Well, good luck with that.
I'm going to bring you a souvenir back.
What kind of souvenir am I getting? I'm scared to ask.
Something will pop out. I'll definitely bring you back some vanilla.
Okay. We'll see what happens there. I don't know what vanilla is, but I'll find out.
Vanilla.
A little bit. Vanilla what?
Flavoring.
What would I use that for?
Angie will use it to cook you something.
Do they take that from Popeyes and dump on that for me? Is that what she
could?
She?
take it to your favorite restaurant. and say,
Vanilla
"Here, use
flavoring is what you're talking about.
this." Yeah, vanilla extract.
I'm not a cook, and
I can tell now.
I have never. And let me just be honest. I've never cooked anything.
Well, maybe I don't need to bring you any vanilla.
I don't know nothing about. I know how to push 100 start. Outside of that, I can't do it. I don't even know how a stove works. I would starve. Y'all understand me? It's tough being me because I know my limitations and I can't do it. There's a lot of people who love cooking. I am not just. I don't even do the grill thing. I don't know how to do a grill.
Oh,
it's
you
moments
just
in
have
life.
to come to my house when
You
the country fails, and we'll do the cooking.
Yeah, you have to admit your faults. That's one of mine. I don't know nothing about it. Never act like you don't know how to do something when you don't, because it's disastrous.
Kim said, "Can you boil water?"
I never tried. I don't know what I would do that for.
You got to turn the stove on. So
I know how to make
one down.
I can do coffee and use a microwave. And then you better be telling me how long to do that popcorn, because you can mess that up too.
Well, they got a popcorn button.
Yeah.
3 minutes bag.
Okay, we'll check on that. Let's go back to 1928. As who remembers the bat signal?
Oh.
Adam West was born on this date, and he was it.
Had that belt.
As we look at that, it's not such a fancy outfit compared to what they do now, is it?
No, it looked like a stretched out leotard all the way up.
I'm afraid it was, Odie. Remember the bang, the boom. Things were way different back in the day on
Just
television.
a little bit, yeah.
Let's see here. The Righteous Brothers. Do anybody remember that?
Yeah.
You never close your... Wasn't that them? There you go. Bill Medley was born on this day, and he was part of You've Lost That Love and Feeling.
Love and feeling.
And, of course, he had something to do with I've Had the Best Time of My Life. He wrote that for Dirty Dancing.
Oh, well, I'll be darned.
Didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't. Learn something every day on this show.
I learned that one there. Where's Greg at?
He's right there on the screen. He's the little
Yo
one.
Mama is so, if you remember, Bandit. As we go back for Smokey and the Bandit, Paul Williams was born on this date in 1940, and he was Little Enos.
Little Enos.
And he said, go ahead and say something about my mama. Yo Mama.
Oh, McPain, boy.
That was good stuff there. That'll
Give
leave
him the
me with
money,
even dozen Cadillacs.
Big Enos, Little Enos.
See him everywhere. 1945, Randolph Mantooth was born. And you go, huh? Yeah, you remember this guy. It was a big show. Emergency. He was like the sex symbol of the show back then.
I'll just take your word for it.
The ladies were nuts over this guy back in the day. And Dixie was back there in the back. That's her there. She was at Rampart, if you'll remember that. It's really what you do for a living, and you didn't watch this?
Oh, well, I watched it, but...
You don't remember Dixie, where they pick up the telephone from on the side of the hill
and
call the hospital?
Yeah.
Rampart, this is...
Yeah.
And it was Dixie always on the other end there telling them what to do to them.
I remember that now. I had to come back around.
That was a good show. I really, really liked Emergency.
It was.
I had almost forgotten about this lady's name.
I had forgotten about it.
And during I guess it was the 80s on television, she was news. She was the news lady, wasn't she?
She was the morning news. And,
Joan London. Anybody remember her?
Yeah, she was big. What was her co-star?
Couldn't tell you. Bryant Gumbel?
No.
Sure.
No. He was on another one.
Good Morning America is where she was from 80 to 90, 17 years worth.
And then after she left, he stayed for a minute, and then he went to nightly news.
Matt Lowry?
No.
Oh, he went
wrong
to jail.
channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Somebody knows.
Yeah, well.
Somebody knows.
I didn't watch that all that much.
Peter, it is Peter something. Peter Jennings.
I don't ever remember him being on a morning show.
Yeah.
He always
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It was Charles Gibson. Yeah, she had Peter Charles. Yeah.
Huh.
Charles Gibson.
Yeah.
He was kind of tall.
I do remember watching this because, well,
I love this.
They had Rodney Dangerfield. Respect. Love the way he showed up on the golf course. Anybody remember watching this? Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Scott Columbia, he was the guy that was out there on the golf course there. 1952 when he was born.
He was the caddy.
What's his name? Ted Knight. who played that part as the judge, just didn't want him a part of that golf course.
No, you're
And
not
you
part
know
of it.
well and good as I do that probably that exists.
Oh, you know it does. I bet it happens right down here at ours.
Yeah, don't let that redneck a part of this.
No. Do you know who he is?
That's right.
Wonder if they have anybody trying to blow up gophers with C4
on the golf course. 1962, this would premiere. And if you're, I like Westerns. I know that in modern times, I guess it doesn't sell, but boy, oh boy, I sure liked it. The Virginian came on TV tonight. It was a good show. I liked it a whole lot.
It was. I like some good Westerns. A lot of them come on Saturday morning.
Now, there's a lot of people from this area that know this guy. Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, he's the Rainbow Man. He was from Mississippi. Sounds so much like Conway. It was scary from time to time as Jeff Bates celebrates his birthday today. Back in '63, he was born. I'm the Rainbow
I didn't know he
Man.
was that old.
I like old Jeff. Good fellow there. Hope he's doing well wherever he is. A song that never gets out of my head. Every time I look at her, I think of She's in Love with the Boy. And I think I don't want to hear that again. Please change the channel. Trisha Yearwood.
She's
has a
gone off
birthday
the
today.
deep end.
Yeah, she married Garth.
Sure did.
Bless it. I don't guess she really performs anymore to any extent.
You don't have to.
Oh, no,
Well,
neither
they
one of them. Anybody remember the TV show Flipper?
Oh, yeah.
It premiered today. Wasn't that about a game warden and his kids, Flipper, or was that a different one?
I don't know if he was a game warden, but Flipper would always come out the little kid. It was kind of like Lassie.
Chuck
but it dealt with
Connors.
that. Yeah.
Hard to beat old Chuck.
Yeah, it is. He went from one side of the screen to the other, didn't he?
He sure did there. Anybody remember a guy named Red Foley? He passed away on this day back in '68. He was big during his time, Red Foley, in country music.
I don't remember
passed away.
him.
You don't?
No.
Yeah, he had a big name there. The Mary Tyler Moore, where she'd throw that hat up in the air. It premiered tonight.
I didn't watch any of them.
This would be your first taste of television to where it was, and I'm trying to think of politically the best way to say it, to where women's rights.
Like we're a politically correct show.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to say it right. There's a way to word this, and I don't know what it's called, but she was your feminist. Is that it?
Yeah.
She was that your first Murphy Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I would do it.
Maybe that's why I didn't watch it.
It was kind of boring. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
I did not. I know there's a lot of people. I've been to concerts and they go, "Oh, Graham Parsons," and I go, "Who?" But I know it's a big name. I just don't understand what he did. And I know there's a lot of you that know the answer to this. But Graham Parsons passed away on this date back in '73.
Yeah.
We still acknowledge, even though we may not know them.
Somebody out there does.
They do.
Now we know this guy right here.
Which is not a good show.
Everything you did was good.
If you had at least one television show left that had the morals of what this was intended to do, even going back and looking on Della Reese when she done Touched by an Angel, shows of that nature.
Yeah.
This would come up after Little House on the Prairie ended. Him and the Dorito guy would still continue each other with Highway to Heaven, Michael Landon. It is a neat thought to think that God could place someone on earth to help those in times of need.
Oh, he does. He does. I truly believe that they're here. He sends people to us when we need them.
Now, I did not know that. Red Foley was Pat Boone's father-in-law. I had no idea of that.
Oh. Well, all right, then. We learn some more every day.
Deborah said that was Murphy Brown, literally.
What is your favorite television show? The original Matlock. I don't know about this new one coming out. And Perry Mason, my favorite
Jill
TV
Ben
shows.
was the show with the game warden. Okay.
All right.
I didn't realize that. Did I read this week to where your new show of Matlock, she's already saying she's getting ready to quit?
Lord, I hadn't seen that.
I thought I read that she's announced that she will not be returning. She's going to be retiring.
Now they've come back and said, now this doesn't have anything to do with Ben Matlock. Well, then why'd you name it Matlock?
That's right.
These people can't think on their own. They can't think for themselves.
No, they can't.
Name it something. But Matlock is Matlock is Matlock.
I just haven't seen. That just hadn't been anything that grabbed my attention that I watched and went, wow, what a great idea. Or even a new movie that has come out that you go, wow.
I ain't either.
It hadn't. You want to talk about someone didn't know what they were doing. They had a flop. The only reason we bring this up is, well, she was great in other TV shows.
Yeah, and she sold the
Thigh Master.
Thigh Master.
This was a 1 year. I don't even know if it made it a year. It made it no, it didn't. From September. Wait a minute. Yeah, it made it a year and a half.
Dang.
I didn't realize it went that long. Anybody remember Suzanne? She's the sheriff. Suzanne Summers.
Ranked 44th on the 50 worst TV shows of all time. That's old because she'd be ranked up there in the good side now with all that junk that's on.
But she sure could fill out a uniform, is what we'll say. This I had totally forgotten about. I never watched it. I know that it was on. Anybody remember a TV show called Doogie Howser?
I tried, but when you've got a kid that's a doctor,
didn't fit your lifestyle.
No, not really. I just I couldn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
No,
this one,
yeah, no, that's a different one.
I think we all watched this. It was intriguing to watch because I think it was really based upon
a true story.
Yes, sirree. As we go back to remember, The Goodfellas premiered.
Yeah,
Crime Bosses, and don't think they're not out there.
I guess the last movie that I went and sat and watched and went, wow, I like that. That was National Treasure.
That was a good movie, but I waited till it come on regular television.
I like that.
Still holding my record there. The last movie I went to see was George Strait.
Pure country.
That
was a good movie.
You got to wait for the good ones.
Yeah.
I'm holding out. 2030, there's going to be another one. Back in 92 today, it went number one. Love's Got a Hold on You. Anybody remember that from Alan Jackson?
Yeah, boy.
Really like that one. I like bringing up memories. It does work there. This one, I'm told that this is just hearsay. Let me just go ahead and put my stamp of hearsay. That this is like PG compared to what it's really like.
Yeah, but I never could get into this. I tried, and for whatever reason, I don't know, but I just could not do it.
I didn't watch it. What I meant by that was the dating and the chasing and all that stuff.
Yeah, oh, no, that's going on.
That's what I mean by this is PG compared to what reality is.
Yeah. Well, it usually only happens like once.
94.
Now, isn't that guy in the front, didn't he play on the Nerds?
No. You know who that is, don't you? Take a look at him.
I'm trying to think. I know it. He played
Tom.
he played Goose.
Top Gun.
Yes, that's what it is.
And I didn't know that for years.
Yeah. Reuben, I don't watch Robert De Niro anymore either.
Yeah, he's
But back then, that happened to have been a good movie. Maverick, that's it, Goose.
Yeah.
Had a few of them that's up there. Look at the old sheriff coming in.
And you talk about Robert De Niro, one of the best movies I ever watched that had him in it was called 88 Minutes. And it was really a good movie. He's a detective, and he finds out that somebody is plotted to kill him, and he has 88 minutes to solve it. And it was good.
I watched one where he was a thief.
Oh, that was reality.
Yeah. And it was a good one. I can't remember.
But he was good at what he done. There's a lot of actors that we really wish they would just do what they do, and it is what it is.
This guy came along because of people like you that didn't know how to cook.
You're right.
And so he gave you an easy way to get this going.
Redenbacher. He passed. Do you believe it's been 95? And correct me if I'm wrong. That was back in the day when it was tin and it had the two little metal.
Yeah, he came with his own little handle and metal pan, and it would pop up like a hot air balloon.
That's it.
Yeah.
Many a moon ago. And I'm not even sure if they still sell.
They do.
Orville.
I think it's Jiffy. Oh, no, they still got Orville Redenbacher. Yes, sir.
His life was in popcorn.
Yep. That's all right. He made a good living.
Whoo, did he not? Kind of like the Colonel. That's all he done was chicken.
Yeah.
Some great, smart people out there. Monica says that, what's his name, Goose was also on Nerds. Really? I did not know that one.
Yeah. Jiffy Pop. That's right.
Jiffy Pop? Jiffy popcorn?
Pop. Yeah. That's got that little tin with the handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Redneck fire detector.
Yeah.
We have to give you kudos on that. That's right there. We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie, more to come. When it's time to store something, think Store Local Storage. It's conveniently located next to Northeast Park, and it's gated. On top of that, it's climate control, so no matter the season, it'll protect your things. 24-hour security, a covered loading dock, fire sprinklers, and you can choose the storage unit that suits your needs. From a 5x5 all the way up to a 10x30, you choose the space that you need. Call Store Local Storage today at 601-490-1618, Highway 39 North, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger, plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun & Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun & Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun & Pawn.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Welcome back, and I guess we got to go to the correction department here.
I've got to go straight to the corrections department. Everybody got on here telling me I was wrong, that was Jiffy Pop that had the little handle in the metal pan, and I know they still make it, but I thought Orville Redenbacher did that too, and obviously that is not correct. I guess I remember we had the little heat element with
that's
the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that little metal thing there.
Yeah,
and I thought it was Orville too.
And you just stuck it out there, but so no, that was Jiffy Pop.
So now we know.
And I was wrong on that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So we appreciate everybody correcting us on that.
Yeah.
Let me show you something that you need to be aware of so it won't happen again today. Let me show you. This is Applebee's in Meridian. If you're going to be on Highway 1180, this could easily happen. Y'all see this? And let me back up and just show you the video of what I've got here.
They just thought they were dating and kissed.
The cones that are out are very confusing, and when you come out of Applebee's or business, you're unsure of what lane to get. And this gentleman done just that. There were cones everywhere, and he got confused as to where he needed to drive, and he got in that left lane. And we call it a head-on, but it was a bump. And everybody was okay, but that's what happens there. As you'll look at that, and we got a truck passing there, as you get just a little bit closer there to see, it could have been a whole lot worse. But watch that, because even I could get confused on this. It's just one of those things that happen there. And the young lady that was in the car, she goes, "Hey, Scotty Ray," and she goes, "Don't show my hair." I ain't got it fixed yet, so we didn't show her hair.
Just get you a hat.
Well, she had one. She didn't want to show that, did she?
She didn't want to see that.
She was a good sport there. We do appreciate that. Hey, we had some keys found. This was over at the Dollar Tree in North Hills. If your keys are missing, go by and see them.
Yeah, bring a lock that one of the keys fit.
Make sure it fits there.
Oh man,
I need to find. Let me find something. We had someone get in touch with us this morning. Let me find this and read the address. We got a purse that's missing.
Oh,
and bless her heart. Let me find this. Yeah. As soon as this updates, I may have to go to my phone. Sometimes it acts squirrely.
It wants to be a little slow.
Yeah, but let me go to my phone here, Odie. This was a young lady that.
Haley's up watching us this morning. One of our biggest fans, she claims. think she's trying to start a Scotty Ray and Odie fan club.
Ooh, that's going to be small. This would be over near 21st Street and 7th Avenue. A young lady was with her mother. She accidentally put her wallet on the back of the trunk of the car, forgot, and drove off. It fell off, and her rent money was in the wallet. And she goes, I know it's a long shot, but if you wouldn't mind asking anybody if they find one, it would certainly help her out to get her money back. But we don't know. But if you're in the area, let me give that area again. 21st Street, 7th Avenue. If you find a purse in boxes, a wallet, she really would need that back to help pay the bills there. Any one of us could have done that. I've set things down, and I lose things 2 or 3 times a week. That's an easy mistake to do. You're getting in the car, putting a child in, you set something down.
We hate that. We hate that.
So think of her, and if you happen to see something in those areas there, please do so. We've had an arrest from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department for embezzlement. Stephen Boyd has been charged with embezzlement after a thorough investigation. Deputies made the arrest, $50,000 bond. He has bonded out. We'll follow that case as it heads next to the grand jury to see if there's enough information there. We had a stolen car recovered yesterday also, Odie.
Uh-oh.
We have this happen more than y'all know.
Yeah.
The car was found. It's going to be returned to the owners there. And this happened. They found it there at Poplar Springs Drive and 32nd Street is where the car was located. There are many, many cars taken. Y'all watch it. Just simply by locking your car doesn't mean that a thief can't do it. They get smarter and smarter with how they steal cars every single day.
Yeah. Don't leave your little fob in your vehicle and shut the door and do your little electronic lock, because they can get in that door, and if your fob is still inside there, they can crank them up and go.
I've often wondered who the light bulb changer is on situations like this, because I wouldn't be your guy.
You wouldn't do that?
No, because I was sitting in Meridian looking over there, and let's look at the First Baptist Church in Philadelphia, because I see the ladder from here. Look at this picture. Odie, somebody got to climb to the top and replace that bulb if it ever goes out. Wouldn't be me. Doing big things there in Philadelphia as they work there at the church there. So we hope all that works out for them there, and they got that taken care of. Let's see, we got a lot of paving projects going on in Meridian as we go here to 26th Avenue and 10th Street. They've been working on this area for a couple of days here. Keep that in mind in your travels. That's not far from the hospitals through the bushes there. Due north of Webb Funeral Home is where that is. Let's see.
I hate it when a sneeze just grabs hold to you. You had to go.
Oh, I understand that. I've been there.
Yeah.
Woo. Mobile home in the road there got kind of stuck there.
Yeah, the truck was pulling in the driveway, and the truck got stuck. So they had to hook a bulldozer up to the truck and pulled it right on up through there. That's a buddy of mine. And, he said, that's my house, man.
Things will happen like that. I'm glad it wasn't any more serious than that.
Oh, Sarah is president of the Scotty Ray and Odie fan club. Haley's just a member of it.
Thank you there. We do.
Salute.
We do appreciate it. We assume that there's going to be more traffic today down on 495 as they've been doing some work there along there.
Yeah.
Watch those little guys with those stop signs. They really mean it when you pull up there. They'd like for you to stop there. What you got there?
I was just laughing.
Okay.
People don't understand what a stop sign's for.
Well, sometimes that does happen there. Hey, I bumped into a birthday girl yesterday. Happy birthday goes out to Madison Gibson. She had her 12th birthday yesterday. Dropped in to visit with her. Where was I at? I was downtown. Let me see here. Yeah, we were downtown, lunch. Look at here. Bumped into some great people. And also, I went somewhere I hadn't been in forever and decided, let me go look. I went up to the mall yesterday. I hadn't been there forever.
We still got one?
We do. And I ran into this. She was sweet as she could do. Her name was Purpose Phillips, and her mother were out. Me and her took a picture together. And I appreciate her doing that with me. That was kind of her.
Yeah.
But Odie, I'm going to be honest. It was, I got a picture of me and Debbie out front in 1998 at the grand opening. And it's just not what I remember.
You was doing a tricycle race, if I remember correctly.
I done one of them too. I used to do a lot of things at the mall.
Yeah.
And as I walked down there, this was here, that was there, and it's just changed a lot. through the years.
It has.
Me and Greg even stumbled upon the greatest sitting place there was in the mall, and it was empty. But
the mall or the sitting place?
The sitting place, and we feel like there should be like a monument put there. It was the bench out in front of Victoria's Secret where everybody used to go sit.
Oh, yeah, and wait.
Yeah.
Hurry up. Sarah says, I made it, Mama. Sarah Perry, she does a lot for Jimmy Rogers. And met her last year, and very awesome lady, and does an awful lot for Jimmy Rogers, which is a big part of Meridian. So good morning to you and Haley. Yep. What else we got on here?
Well,
Uptown Mall is the name of the mall. Is it Uptown?
It's Uptown. That's written on the outside now. That has changed the ownership.
Uptown Mall.
She's been living in her something.
Yeah.
Billy Joel, if y'all want to go look it up. And then that was, what was that? Uptown Funk? What was that other song?
Oh, yeah.
Named Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah. What was his name? We talked about that guy that sang it the other day.
I don't know, but I've heard it in elevators.
Yeah.
Marion getting ready for their fall festival, and they want to remind you that adults only Friday night, 6 to 10, and then an all-day family fun day. We don't know what the adults only is doing on Blues Night. We're trying to find out now. We got Odie contacting the mayor going, what you people doing up there?
We're going to find Bruno Mars. Thank you, Deborah. We're going to find out about
that. He's suing, or what's that song? Miley.
He's suing Miley,
well,
isn't it?
It's a songwriter. It's his song, but whoever wrote it's suing Miley over copyright infringements.
Well, yeah. That's right. That's what we were talking about the other day.
Okay. Right there.
So we also got Russell Fire Department doing a big trunk or treat. We got to get information on that.
This weekend?
No.
Is
that?
Let me go back and look at the
that's
day.
The adults only?
This is weekend here.
Oh, that's next weekend.
September 27th. Yeah, next weekend. During this month there.
Adults only Blue Night. I wonder if we can go.
Well, we're not adults, so I don't know. Check an ID in the street.
Yeah.
Are you an adult? We'll find out there. That's coming up in Mayor. We'll try to get some more information on that and get the mayor or somebody to come on out. I have to say, the Meridian Fire Department was on it yesterday. They arrived at the scene, and there was no fire. So we went ahead and took a picture of them because they were really working hard there. They were Johnny on the spot. This would be directly behind the new courthouse that doesn't have enough room.
Oh.
But they showed up, and there was no fire, and it was quick. And I was just pointing out that these guys work hard each and every day. They do what it takes to make everything safe for us, and we do appreciate that. So that was one of the things that happened yesterday there. What was I going to bring up? There was one of them. Let me see if this was the story that I wanted to. We wanted to Gulfport. We had a teenager pass away in Gulfport from a gunshot wound. That was one of those stories. It happens all across the state of Mississippi. It's just sad. Families need to be prayed for near and far for sure. We'll be right back. More coming up with Scotty Ray and Odie. Uptown Girl. She's been living. That's the name of it.
She's been living in a
high-class world.
High-class world. I think that's it. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
She does. We'll try to figure out all the words for that. We're not real good at words, but we try. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? Paris Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers, we have top quality equipment for rent on a project-to-project basis. All our equipment is expertly maintained for peak performance, ensuring you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project. Call us or visit ParrishRents.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Parrish Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
We're back there.
We're back.
We were checking to see what all we've missed here.
Hopefully nothing.
Got some stuff by David Hartman there going on. I didn't really, and Meridian really misses out on some big things, and this should be considered as so many people are into this. Cruising the Coast is coming October 6th to the 13th. They're making a few changes down there where everything will be parked. But this is humongous for the state of Mississippi.
Well, it's one of the biggest in the country.
Car shows are big, and Meridian has the place to offer such things. It's a shame we can't get an organization together to do something big on this in a big way. Once a year, have some type of festival built around this. But you have to have people that know what they're doing dealing with cars before you jump off into this. Planning people that know.
And we've got the people who know how.
Yeah, so maybe one day we can get something rolling here, we hope, without anything. Diddy isn't getting out of jail. Have you been paying attention to this?
Yeah, $50 million bond.
The jail ain't. The judge said no, you're not getting out.
They've denied it. He said he's got a $5 million property in Miami that he will put up, and they said no.
Well, this is saying he's been denied.
He has been denied.
He ain't even getting the opportunity.
I think that's what they offered. They offered we'll pay a $50 million bond, and it was a flight risk. They said there's nothing here that'll hold you. That they had enough to go against him that he is a flight risk.
And I'm not going to get into all of what they found, but you ought to read some of this stuff. And this could be very well something similar to the R. Kelly case, to where people with millions of dollars, kind of like Mr. Island. What was his name? That guy
the
there?
One that
hung out with the president.
had help hanging himself?
Yes, Epstein, that guy. There's some evil people in this world.
Yeah.
And they think because they have money, they can do things to others. And we all know that exists.
Like Hollyweird.
Yeah, Hollyweird. Now, don't get me wrong. There's criminals also that don't have money that do things, but people with influence get away. It's a cheek is turned, a head is turned so many times. We'll see. Yeah. And again, he could be proven innocent of all these charges. We'll see, but it ain't looking good for him after the thousands of cases of certain products that were found.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, and we'll leave it at that. We'll let you do the research on that and come up with how you want to determine that story. That's a tough one there. Let's see here. What was that?
Clay County.
Yeah. And you would like this. This is the reason I brought this up with what you do. Clay County has passed a thing. If you have an event in the county, say it's an outdoor event, you have to have avenues for emergency personnel to get into the event. 3 ways to where.
Yes.
How many times have there been a party, and I can remember 2 or 3, and sheriff's deputies trying to get there and the road is blocked and they're saying if you do this in Clay County, you've got to have avenues set up for emergency responders to get there. And I think that would be a good thing for Lauderdale County also. They have to ask for the permit to do it 30 days prior to the event, and then, have a diagram of this is how you can get in. We're going to have this open if there's a fire, if there's an accident, or anything worse.
I will say in Meridian, they do come together and sit down with department heads of the different departments that are involved.
That's in the city.
That's in the city. And they say, okay, what are your plans? How are you going to do it? And where are we going to stage? And where are we going in and out of? But that doesn't happen in the county.
But there's a lot this 4-wheeler stuff, these parties that have bonfires and thousands of people show up, and they're just parked all down the roads to where you can't get in there.
Yep.
There was a place on the outskirts of town not long ago, a year or 2 ago, to where there was a shooting.
Yeah, right off 19 South.
Yeah, and the police could not get there. And then when they got in there, the group was surrounding emergency responders.
And couldn't get through.
Yeah, and it wasn't a good thing. So that's why I bring this up. Pasture parties.
Your pasture party.
Yeah, and so it would be good if that was set up because it's for the best of everybody's well-being. Because a helicopter is not always readily acceptable that quick. It could be on another call.
Could be on another call. The weather could have something to do with them not being able to take off. And then even if it's a pasture, it doesn't mean it's safe for them to land. So
that's true there.
You know, it's like the other day Metro had to take the patient a couple miles down the road to get to the helicopter because there was nowhere to land in that particular area.
Yeah,
so,
sometimes it just can't land. Too many power lines or whatever the case may be there. So that's
somebody wants to know where you got your shirt from, or better yet, where did Angie get your shirt from?
She got it, so I don't know. The only thing I know is cowboy hats.
That's the only thing you have to buy, huh?
Yeah. And I write down exactly what I want and say, "Will you please get me this?"
Yeah.
I'm not real good at ordering things and buying. I get very confused, and so I have to say, "This is what I would like." I know nothing. She says I'm colorblind, and so she gets close. And I'm working toward, and I haven't been able to find it. Those others have got my name on it. I just want one color. Just give me one, and then I don't have to choose, and I'll wear that every day. But I ain't been able to find enough of the same size and color yet. I'm working on it.
Working on it, huh?
Man, tan, just put me in a tan shirt, and I'm happy.
Austin brought up a good point. If there's a shooting, helicopter's not coming.
Yeah, they're not.
Not to there. So
another location
somewhere down the road. They're not going to a dangerous situation. So be careful where you're at.
I think that's a planning event that would be good.
It really would. It really would. I mean, that's a great point, and kudos for them to do that.
Yeah, we'll see where if that expands across the state of Mississippi.
Yeah.
As we look at birthdays now, who we got having a birthday today, Odie?
Woo, we got, look here, Heath Brooks, 38 years old today. Les and Sarah Haygood having a happy anniversary. Joey Shelby's 52. Ryan Hanner's 27. Ernie Burgess, 62. Blake Hagan, 39. Retired Deputy Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. Joe White's having a birthday today. Anna McCary and Larry Scruggs, 77 years young. Man, that is awesome.
There you are there. As we look at this, I always remember, just because a GPS says it, don't do it. We see where a couple drove right off into a pond there. South Carolina is where it happened there. Pay attention.
Yeah.
And I do realize at dark things look a little bit different, but look ahead. Don't just keep going.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I missed Brian and Stacy Francis is having a happy anniversary today. So happy anniversary.
Some roll tide still coming up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody has spelled out elephant yet.
They gonna get you. They know where you work. Is all I can tell you. Let's leave everybody with a Bible verse today. What do you got today, Odie?
We're gonna go to Proverbs 19, verse 17. He that hath pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord, and that which he had given he will pay him again. You know, that is always something that we're here to take care of our brothers and sisters and those that need help when they need help and when they ask for it, as long as we really truly believe that they are in need of our help. We're supposed to take care of our brothers and sisters. Keep Jesus Christ in your heart. If you don't have him there, put him in your heart. It will make a difference in your life every single day. To always have that hope that one day you will see all of your loved ones and sit in the heaven with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Hope y'all have a wonderful Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow for your Friday show. We know you don't want to miss it, but until then, remember there's one thing that's always for sure besides God's love, and that's our love for you. Have a great day.
And Dot's coming after you with that elephant. That's all I know. She said so.